Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another Worker Wednesday, where we're diving right back into Workers and Resources Soviet Republic in the hopes of accomplishing quite a bit today. We did a lot last session in terms of progress in the industrial sector, or the new industrial sector, I should mention, and we're going to pick up more or less right where we left off today. But there are a couple of things I want to take care of in the old city, so to speak, before we dive into the new city, or the city to come, the future city, whatever we want to call it, folks. So I want to mention one thing really quickly. As always, if you've been enjoying this series and you'd like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. I've said it countless times, the number of likes and comments is a quick read for me, and it really quickly tells me how many of you are interested in seeing more of a certain series or less of another. So if you'd like to see more, let me know, leave a like, leave a comment, and as always, of course, I do enjoy reading through your comments as well and seeing your thoughts, your suggestions, your opinions, and just anything. I just like reading through the comments. It's part of the fun for me. So don't hesitate, ever. With all that said, let's get ready to dive on in. There's a lot that needs doing today, including a lot of comments that need addressing. So there's no time to waste. Going to go ahead and take a quick look at our financial situation. So we're at 4 million plus, feeling very comfortable with money. Running an entire nation on 4 million rubles with, $2 million set aside in like a rainy day fund, that shouldn't feel comfortable. That is very little money. However, we're managing. We're managing. If we look at our population stats as well, pop's looking good. Unemployment is a little bit higher than I'd maybe like it to be. And I think that's partly because we have so many people who are being pulled up to train Rexki without anything to do. So we know the source of that unemployment. We have to find a way to provide jobs. Now, there were a couple of theories. There were a couple of standing theories about why people aren't getting off at this station. And I did a little bit of testing. Sometimes I like to do things between sessions just to test things so I don't spend time doing stuff that ends up being fruitless or boring or, painful. And there are two things to touch on. So for one, there were a couple of theories with regards to the train platform over here as to why people weren't getting off. The first one I'd heard, which is what we were going by earlier, is that when people arrived, right, when people arrived over here, they'd arrive in droves, but they wouldn't have anywhere to go to work because all the workplaces would be topped up, and so they'd stay on the train. Another theory that was brought up, I think, last session or maybe 2 sessions ago, was that the platform might be too small. And I thought, oh, okay, interesting. I hadn't thought about that. Turns out, and I did some testing, it is not the second theory. It is, in fact, the original theory. So if we hit play, and I think I'm comfortable hitting play right now, one thing I just want to check really quickly is, one thing I want to change here with you, one thing I want to change is rather than go north, I'm going to actually cancel that, and I'm going to here pick up students, and then drop them off here. Because there's a lot of students waiting here a lot of the time, as you can see, and they're coming from here, and they're not getting any further education. So if I can pick them up over there and drop them off over here, and then the bus eventually comes and picks them up and takes them to the university, it's better than nothing, right? It's better than nothing. So I'm going to try doing that. Anyway, sorry, back on task. We've got you. We're going to hit play. Now let's just watch. We've got 182 workers on this train. And if we do the quick math, which I've already done, again, like I said, I kind of experimented with this between sessions. All of these workplaces have exactly, funnily enough, 182 slots available. So if the theory holds, then all of these workers should get off this train, no problem, right? So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to keep an eye on this train as it arrives, just in case something's wonky and this time around it doesn't work the way it worked last time around. But y'all arrive, and 182 workers should flow out, no problem. And the thing is, they don't stay at the station at all. Now, are you going to load? You're not. You didn't load any of the students. Why? Why? Got to keep an eye on that in the future. It might just be because it's already doing its run. Now, anyway, with that aside, over here, if we take a look at this train with 168 workers, now these guys, again, unless things go wonky, they won't have anywhere to go. There might be like a handful of people that might be able to fill out some slots here and there, but by and large, they have nowhere to go. And I'm just going over these really quickly so you can see the numbers. It's like maybe 50 people will have a job to attend. I mean, I could add some more firefighters here, I suppose. A little wasteful, just employment for the sake of employment. It's a little Sounds a little silly, doesn't it? But you'll see that these 168 workers, as they arrive, they will not be doing anything. They won't be getting off the train. Maybe a handful of them will get off the train. So let's just keep an eye on that for a quick minute over here. I just want to cover these little things that were suggested or asked about or talked about in the comments, because I think it's interesting to see the problem-solving process. I think that's part of the fun of a of a Let's Play and whatnot. So yeah, you've arrived over here, and yeah, see, 20 or so people have left, because that's about the number of positions that are available. Like, we've got, a handful over there, and the issue is that it always fluctuates, right? It always fluctuates. I feel like more people could have gotten off the train. I don't know. It's hard to tell exactly how the game is thinking and what it's thinking. I'm not 100% certain, but it certainly feels to be a matter of jobs available rather than the capacity of the train platform. And in fact, if I take a look at our small train platform, 600 passenger capacity, right? Like, we're nowhere near that. Even when students are maxed out, we're nowhere near that. I would really like to pick these students up. The train is back down over here. Where's that train? Oh, it's already back. Wow, that was fast. Dropped off most of the workers, and it hasn't picked up any of the students. Why? Oh no, I've got it back. Wait, no. I've got it the right way around. Load students, unload workers. I mean, I could do this kind of a thing. Always feels weird to do it this way. I guess we could try that. Because again, I wanted to feel like you're going from out of town to in town to attend university, right? There's like it feels real, so to speak. Now, another thing that was suggested was actually an edit to the semaphores over here. And I greatly appreciate it, because you gave me an image to work off of, you took a screenshot, and you illustrated little suggestions and stuff. Thing is, when I tried the suggestion, it didn't work. It actually stopped working. Everything started jamming even more. So I'm not going to do that again here. I'm going to try and understand the theory behind the screenshot that was given to me. And if you haven't seen it, if you're watching and you're hearing me talk, if you want to see it, if you go to our Discord, link is in the description down below. If you go to our Discord and you check out the suggestions channel, there's an illustration of how to do the semaphores over here to make it work better than it currently works, where it oftentimes gets jammed. However, I tried it and it just wasn't working. It was jamming even more often. So I'm going to leave this as is for now, until, maybe later we see, I potentially understand what the solution's going for and I can implement it. All right, one last look at this train over here to make sure it's working, and then we can head on south and get to work. So you're gonna arrive over here, right? You're gonna drop off as many workers as you can, which is almost all of them, and then you're going to not pick up any students. That's so weird. Maybe it's because when they get here, they aren't actually able to go to a university directly. They don't want to wait for, for a bus or anything. Let's try this. I want to get this to work properly. I want to send students from the platform to over here. I want to see if that'll scoop them up, right? So over here, let's go ahead and get rid of north again. And let's load up students. Unemployment is unemployment, and it's going to suck for a little bit, but we'll make do. Oh my god, look at that. It actually dropped significantly ever since we made some of these tweaks. I wonder if it's better this way, that more people come here more often, or at least get picked up more often. Maybe. We'll find out. I just want to see if this works, and then we can get back to work. Unload students back there. Come on, pick them up. Drop off the workers and pick up the students. Yes, beautiful. That is in fact what it was. All right, cool. That's good. Okay, so now students are going to get dropped off over here, and then from here they're going to walk on over to this bus stop, and at that bus stop I need to get one of these buses. So let's go ahead and take a look at the buses over here. All right, we have, you're not a bus, these two are buses. So you are going to the university using these waypoints. Why are you using these waypoints? to avoid the main road. Okay. So you go to Refueling East, and then I want you to go to the bus stop. I want you to load up on students. Then I want you to go all the way around. That doesn't seem sensible. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. We'll just go up this way. That's fine by me. All right, I want to see this bus in action. Where are we? Okay, so at this train station, we're going to see all the students get off, right? They should all come over here. Now, I don't know if this bus stop is actually big enough. Well, looks like it is. All right, great, excellent. Excellent, you've picked up all the workers. This is great. Okay, awesome, cool. I'm actually very happy to see this working, you know, because now all those people out there are gonna get their post-secondary education. That's pretty neat. All right, so this is the bus in question. So you're gonna come over here. You're gonna pick up a couple of students, not that many. That's fine. You're gonna loop around. You're gonna go to this bus stop. And again, these guys are willing to wait up to an hour at a platform, and then 5 hours total travel time. So now this bus arrives over here. This is a school bus, a university shuttle, if you will. And it's gonna pick up a bunch of students. And yeah, you're gonna get going. And you, I'm gonna have you actually come to this bus stop as well, so that no one's ever waiting over an hour, because again, if they wait over an hour, they disappear. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. This is great. All right, cool. Fantastic. Bunch of students in there. All right, you know, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and catch that. Not this bus. Where's the other one? This bus? Yes, I'm gonna send you back to Refueling East, so that we have a bit more of a staggered approach to these buses. All right, cool. Oh, very cool. I feel actually very satisfied that that's working the way we want it to. Cool, cool. Oh man, that's this game. Like, again, some things, they don't make sense until, like, there's so many like intricate details in the game, and you just have to like come across them and go, oh right, hold on a second. In my opinion, at least. I mean, maybe some of y'all already realized what the issue was, but for me, it was just like, oh right, the students don't realize that a bus is coming from them. I have to tell them a bus is coming from them. I think it's neat. Yeah, see, 208 workers. There's no way we have spots for 208 workers. 30. I mean, I could maybe put some more people in there. Like 20-ish. 20-ish over here. Like maybe 70 workers are gonna get off here. So, on that topic, as we watch this happen, there was a lot of conversation about how to extend this. I think many of you are suggesting that the train maybe extends to over here instead, drops people off, and we industrialize this area a little bit more. Again, I want to be wary because this is where the wood cutting post actually cuts trees down as well, so I want to be careful of that. But apart from that, of course, we could expand over here. Lots of conversation, but that, we'll leave that for later. We'll leave that for later. There is a little bit of unemployment, and I don't like it, but, you know, you can only solve so many things at any given time. It is December, so one last thing I want to check is our economy this year as a whole has been great. Has been fantastic. And in fact, if I take a look at the import of resources, bricks is a little wonky, but props, almost 700, or almost 7,000 last year. Over 7,000. Okay, well, I'm hoping that we've nipped this in the bud. At least a little bit. Food we were importing last year. 285 this year, 242. That might be a little more similar than I'd like it to be. Meat. Oh my god. Meat we've reduced significantly, so that's great to see. And clothes, 4.24, and this year, no clothes imported. Great, that's because the new, you know, rural towns and stuff are no longer importing those clothes and whatnot. All right, fantastic. Let's get back to work over here. The tunnel is seeing some work done, yeah, slowly but surely. And there was some brief conversation about the tracks over here, the tram, and if it makes sense to have. What do you? Oh, you're building the bus stop over here. Pick up workers. Okay. To go to the tunnel. Sorry, just trying to figure out what the hell was happening there. Right, so there was some conversation about, like, should we stick with the trams or should we get trains and stuff? And I think the consensus was, no, sorry, not trams. Should we stick with the trolley buses or get trams? And the consensus sounds like, let's just try the trolley bus out. Sure, sounds good to me. Actually, another thing that was pointed out is that I should get some more gas stations. So let's go ahead, use the modded rural versions. There we go. Because this is a long journey. Where is the closest one over here? Is there one over here? Yeah, there's a pair over there. Furthest we can go is further up here. Okay. Again, because we need power on these, right? So about here is where we can go. Okay, it's not too bad. Again, I'm gonna pay for this. Oh, we can go even further. There we go. Best angle, I think. So let's pop it down over here. Ish. We see the connection. Okay, right about here. Flatten the train. Pop you down. Cool. And we'll just pay for that. So that makes at least a little bit of a shorter journey as you're headed up over here and down over here. Now over here, do we have a refueling station? We do not. We're gonna need one. We're gonna need power for it though. I think we're doing okay for now, but I wonder down the line. This will at least help reduce the journey a little bit. I'd hate for these like trucks to get, or these mixers to get like up to here and then have to turn back, you know? But a gas station does not work without power, and we don't have power in the area just yet. All right, we'll see how we proceed, and then we'll deal with it when the time comes. So back to Vera. We've made a lot of progress over here in terms of planning. If we take a look at our numbers, we've got the 4 coal mines, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 processing plants. Now, many of you commented that I should not put down 16 processing plants because chances are these coal mines do not have 100% quality sources, and so these processing plants will not be working at 100% efficiency, and they will either way only be working at 100% efficiency if all of the coal mines have all the workers at all the time, and all the processing plants have all the workers at all times. Yes, totally, I agree. The implication of me saying we need 16 processing plants was me mentally noting down what the absolute maximum cap is. We're not going to go to 16. In fact, we only have 3, sorry, not 4. This is an aggregate storage. I'm thinking we do 4. Do a 1-to-1 ratio, and that way excess coal is whatever. It's excess coal. It sits there, but I want to plan around 4, and I want to have room for maybe 6. And then all the extra coal and all that can be sent off for export. I have no issue with doing that. And we're going to plan around that as well. So hopefully that clarifies my stance a bit more. I just got to figure out exactly how I want to put it all, like lay it all out. So we've got, what have we got? We've got a lot. We've got a lot. Over here, we are sending coal, processed coal out, hopefully, towards a aggregate storage up over here. If I go ahead and add another, so again, we go 1, 2, 3. If we add a 4th or coal processing plant, sorry, coal or processing plant, or coal. Where are we? Come on. There we go. Coal or processing plant. If we drop you down over here, let's say, don't like the road direction. Oh, right, I was still planning this. Oh, I forgot that I didn't nail this just yet because I was getting annoyed. All right. No worries. No worries. Just trying to figure out exactly where I want to pop you down. Let's go ahead and pop you down over here, I think. Yep. Give it a little bit of room. Flatten you a little bit over here. Because we'll have to add another bus stop, you know, down south over here or up over here anyway. Go ahead and flatten you over here. Enough room for our conveyor belt system as well, I think. So you're good over here. I think what we'll do is, let's put you down. I think what we'll do is just do a quick check. So over here, people are able to arrive from this bus stop, right? Yes, so that's not a problem. This one, though, is a problem. Okay, fair enough. So what we'll do is we'll get a bus stop, maybe somewhere over here. Or, I think what I was originally planning is this road would continue on I'll have to loop it underneath here. A little unfortunate. Well, it's not the end of the world. Cancel the road. I just started from the wrong side, basically. I can go ahead and do that. Let's see if I can't. There we go. Do something like that. And that way, we'll get our conveyor belt system. I think it was 5 was my hotkey. Okay. I was just trying to remember my hotkeys again. Put you down over here. Again, to this entry point over here. And again, it's all coming from aggregate, so hopefully we're able to keep up with the demand. We'll put you down over here. Pop you down like, say, so. We should be able to connect you and... Ah, come on, game. You know you want to work. You know you want to work. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. They're just like slightly over. Cancel you. Let's see if we can't get it going straight through both. I would like that. Doesn't have to be, but I would like it. Yeah, it seems we can't. Alright, fair enough. I'll take what I can get, which is this. I don't know, man. I feel like... There we go. Yeah, see? I knew it. I knew it. Perseverance wins the day. Go ahead and move you through. Might need to adjust a little bit. No, I think we'll be able to. Yeah, flatten you. And pull this back a little bit. Back a little bit more. Nah, that's not gonna work too nicely, is it? This is where the challenge becomes very real. Trying to get these roads to look pretty. It doesn't want to curve nicely up there. Alright, we'll have to go with a hard edge. Not a problem. There we go. Alright, cool. So this is coming down this way. We could put a bus stop down over here, perhaps, to serve all of this. That sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and check our bus stop size over here. Yeah, we should be able to fit that. No problem. Might be some issues. Let's see. Cancel the road over here. Get that bus stop down. Able to do the infrastructure. It's a lie. Come on now. Just a bus stop. We don't need a trolley bus or anything over here. Yeah, it won't let me put it down. Let's just flatten the train a little bit, see if that lets me have a bit more access. Oh. Almost. Almost perfect. I'm willing to say perfect enough. I'm willing to say perfect enough. Because if I go up there, I'd have to move Buddy a little bit further out. Alright, let's try this. It's actually pretty hideous. Alright. Makes this decision a little bit easier. When something looks that bad, makes that decision a lot easier. We want to go like so. Flatten the terrain. Pop you down. Right there. Or actually, can we get a little bit closer? Yeah, we can go like over here. Right? There's our bus stop. And then we get our whole processing plant. And I think it can probably end up in the same spot, actually. Probably end up in a similar spot. Not the same spot. The rotation isn't perfect. It's not perfect. I'll take it. Go ahead and put you down over here, I think. Works. Yep. Now let's go ahead and get our conveyor belt system done. Pop this down. Roughly over here seems right. Connect you and connect you. Infrastructure's in the way. That's okay. Gotta bulldoze you. Connect that, and then hopefully we can go under. It's just a slight wonkiness to it, but Kind of like, what are you going to do? It's fine. It's fine. Not going to fuss around with that. All right, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4 processing plants. 1, 2, 3, 4 mines, but they're not all going to be active at the same time. Now, these processing plants will hopefully be able to connect and dump into a large aggregate storage. You can find it. Large aggregate storage is... Here we go. Down over here. And I can do a couple of things. I think I want to just lay it down like this. Maybe a little bit further on. Go something like this, or even further so that the output at the bottom here has some room if we want to send it somewhere. Never a bad idea to leave room, as we've learned. As we've learned. If I go ahead and put you down over here, right? Again, just flatten the terrain. Pop you down over there. Let's go ahead and get our road cleaned up over here. I don't know why it's got such a wonky angle to it. Go ahead and get you running straight there. Excellent. Pop you up over there. Pop you up over... Oh, too steep of an incline. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Can we... very interesting. Go ahead and lower this a little bit, maybe. Shouldn't have a problem here. A little bit of adjusting is all that's needed, I think. Fine there. Fine there. Okay, cool. And the road connection for that is up over there, which is fine. But you are going to move over to here. Come on now. There. I guess that's part of the reason why it was wonky earlier. And there we go. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, so now the question becomes connecting this. So connecting this was proving a bit of a struggle. Take a look at my pipelines over here. Not 3 into 1. One high input, 6 output. So this was becoming a bit of a pain, right? I wonder if we can't figure this out. And again, worst case scenario. Yeah, it just doesn't want to work, does it? I think we're gonna have to move the road. It's simply, no matter what distance I use over here, just doesn't want to work. So fine, we'll make the road a little wonky. It's not the end of the world. Again, what I could do is I could build using the, oh, hello, that's an interesting, didn't notice that before. I could build using the roadside connection here. 1 in, 2 out. No, I need to be a road crossing connection. Needs to be like... Doesn't really work perfectly. Because... Yeah, it doesn't work perfectly at all. Because I need the inputs to be on both sides of the road. 1 in, 1 out. I wish that fit. Yeah, it doesn't... These don't work. So it's gonna have to be... It's gonna have to be a belt over here. I think. Or actually, it'll have to be the modded belt. Sorry. The high one over here. Why didn't this work previously? Hold on a second. I'm losing my mind with this. Okay. Infrastructure below. But this would probably be the least amount of wonkiness. And it'll connect here. No, it won't. Okay, so what we'll do is... What we'd probably do is get this down like so. Sorry about this, folks. I know this can sometimes be unpleasant experience. If I put you like this, right? Connect you like so, and then you, let's go ahead and see just how off the road needs to be ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Really annoying, but whatever. Yeah, it's actually quite a bit off. In the road, let's see if I cancel this a little bit further up. Can the road? Okay. All right, okay. Unfortunately, this goes a pretty long way. I don't want to have to redo this entire thing. But actually, we could move this intersection down a little bit, all the way through. All the way through. We could do... Let's see, what could we do? Cancel a bit more of you. Could we... Nope. Could we... The angle's pretty bad, I would say. Angle's pretty bad. So let's go ahead and stick to something like this. Something like that. Hook you back in. Hook you in over here. It just doesn't bring joy, I can tell you that much. Certainly doesn't bring joy. Cancel this a bit more. Cancel you. Let's go ahead and pull this straight down, because what I'd like to do is at least have some cleaner connections. Some slightly cleaner connections, at the very least. There we go. That's better. It's the only way to make it work. It's the only way to make it work. What are you going to do? So that's that taken care of. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and connect right over to there. And then over here, I wonder if we can do the road crossing one over here. Because here makes more sense. If I get the one in, one out, right? Like so. That should work over there. Okay. Get rid of this road over here. Make as much room as possible. One in, one out is all I need. Pop you down like over here. There we go. Flatten you. Pop you down there. Let's make sure the road connection works. Yes, it does. And let's make sure this and angle's too sharp. A little frustrating. Okay, gotta go to that one then. And gotta send you to that one. Alright, no problem. No problem. As much as I'd like perfect straight lines, it's not the end of the world. This would have been nice, wouldn't it? This would have been nice. Other option is, of course, to get another 3 in. Or replace this with a 1 in, 2 out kind of a thing. Let's see, road crossing. Probably do something like that. All right, sure, let's try that. Try that. This one over here. Pop you. Yeah, there we go. Like, that's not perfect. That's perfect. Pop you down there, and then this should connect there. This should connect there, and this should connect here. Perfect. Perfect is what we'll call it. So, coal is being mined. It is then being put into this aggregate storage from where it is being spread around and processed at these 4 spots and then being sent in here. Any more processing can take place up over here, where we would continue distribution from here, right? And it can also take place down over here, where we'll continue distribution from here. There's only room for 1 more, really. And that would then go up this way, maybe send processed coal into this to send it across. All right, so we have room over here for another one. We have room over here for another 1, maybe even another 2, if need be, right? But point being, this all looks like it's working fine. Great. Fantastic. Next comes the actual distribution of some of the coal ore, and also the coal. So coal ore is only needed to make coal, right? Everything else, like if we take a look at everything else over here, I'm pretty sure all of this just needs coal. Proper processed coal. Yes, why has coal become a struggle? Oh no, what's going on over here? Coal ore is missing for these guys. Bunch of workers just arrived, right? Interesting. Interesting. Throwing me right off. Yeah, we're paying for coal right now. Steel has been completely drained. Interesting. Nonetheless, point being, we need coal, not coal ore for our industry. So, with that said, do we want to move coal via conveyor belt or via train? So, down over here, we have Molna, and Molna has one track and one... Oh, no roads. Only a track. Okay, interesting. In terms of, like, exporting coal and whatnot, down over here at Baraslaw, we have 3 tracks, but that is far, 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 far away. Wow, yeah, Baraslaw is far away. Molna is the closest trade point, and Baraharad. Baraharad has only road connections, and Molna has only one train connection? No, it's got a road connection as well. Okay. All right, so that's where we'll be sending trains if we want to export any of these goods. Okay. Okay. Sorry, just plotting this out. And also trying to figure out if we want to connect and send coal back up that way. A long journey. But hey, this bridge section looks like it's done as well. Oh man, wild. Yeah, this is all that's left. Wait, what is this? Road 508. Is this Road 508? Or... I don't know what it's working on, but it's working on something. They're all stuck. Oh, you know what? I realize the problem now. We haven't done our semaphores over here. Joy. Joy, alright. Let's see. Let's see. Oh boy. It is going to be interesting, isn't it? This is going to be interesting. Send you back to the open storage. This is going to be interesting. Alright, send you out this way. After that goes through. Well, I don't even have to wait, actually. It seems to be a chain. Alright. Just trying to sort this out over here. Make sure it's all working the way it's supposed to. Make sure it's all working the way it's supposed to. Right side. You're waiting. What are you waiting for? You're trying to get over there. You're waiting as well. What are you waiting for? You're waiting because there's a train in the next block over. Guess I need to do Semaphore here or over there. That should send you through this block. And then you're freed up. Okay. This is going to get messy. This is going to get messy. Alright. Nothing can ever be easy. These are both two ways, so that's fine. You're going that way. You're going this way. And you're stuck there because this thing's arriving. You're going to get stuck here. This should be a chain coming in. Oh, I see what the issue is. Let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. You should be over here. Right. Right, there we go, okay. Now let's go ahead and get rid of these. Make sure that I don't have those annoying pink dots where I don't want them. You have to actually push through before I can do that. Very much appreciate if you would push through. Cancel that. There we go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Gotta get it out of this block. Alright, get rid of you. Alright, cool. And sorry, I gotta get rid of this as well. Alright, we're getting there, we're getting there. I realize my mistake now. Get rid of you as well. Okay. So yeah, I was looking at this small section over here, whereas I should be looking at this giant section. So we've got our chains. This is fine. This is rarely going to get used. We've got our chains and we've got our regulars. We've got our chain and a regular and our chain and a regular. Then in the middle, I think I need to have... Once you go through there, I don't know if the center area needs... Okay, I guess it does. Except, you know what? This is actually blocked because of the construction over here. This is actually blocked. Until that train gets off the track over here. And you know what? Interesting. Wonder if I can do that. Should free you up. That makes this one section, and it makes that one section, but it makes this entire thing one section, doesn't it? Gonna have to figure this out. Oh boy, how I love working on semaphores. This don't mind the sarcasm. Part of me does because it's something that challenges me so. So I do like trying to figure it out and trying to make it work. Anyway, where was I? Right, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to bring coal back up over here using the trains. Probably not is the answer. Unemployment is pretty high again. Both of these trains seriously arrived at the same time. That's not doing me any favors. That's not doing me any favors at all. Where do you... Turn your back around. I don't want them arriving at the same time. Come on, flip around. Should be able to come here. Yep. They're just in time. I gotta add a bit of a gap to them. Looks like there's no blockages though, which is nice. Ah, speak the devil. Speak the devil. There we go. We just had to wait for the tram to arrive. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Tram will be picking up some workers. Yep. We're okay. Okay. We're okay. Now, what's the deal actually down over here? No crops. No crops. This ain't good. Well, it's partly because you're picking up all the crops as they come. So that's fine, actually. Not the end of the world. Dropped everything else off. Wait until loaded. I should probably uncheck that. And 29% is also asking for a lot. Maybe I should reduce that a little bit. Gotta be a bit more cognizant of the reality of the situation, I guess. The reality being that we don't have that much crop production here just quite yet. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Back down over here. Coal. Done. We need to figure out tracks. And also where the coal goes. So coal is going to be useful in the production of power. So let's figure out how to get coal from down over here to over there, right? That's where the coal has to end up. It's kind of like backwards. I wish the coal was processed and stored over here rather than over here, but it's fine. We'll figure this out. So from here, if we were to get conveyor belts would go over that way, or I could go and have a conveyor belt going across on this side. They'll have to be conveyor belts because that's all this takes in. All right, we could take it out from here, over, across, over the mountains and across. That's an option. I don't know how it'll interact with these, with the, you know, the, oh my god, the word is escaping my mind. The ski lift things. I have no idea. The word is escaping my mind. But yeah, we might be able to do that on this side, or we could do it on that side. Point being, the coal needs to be brought across. Diagonally, unfortunately. But I didn't really have a choice. Coal is more present here than it is here, so what are you going to do? What I am going to do, though, is sort this out a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Pop you down over there. And pop you down over there. Cool. We might need to redo the road a little bit. But that looks a lot cleaner. This looks a lot cleaner as well, actually. Just the slight shift downwards was really bothering me. All right, cool. Very cool. Let's go ahead and cancel the road here real quick. Cancel the footpath as well. Real quick. There we go. Cancel the road over here as well. We'll see what the bus stop needs to do. Pop you down there, pop you down there. And this... There's got to be room enough here. Oh. As much as I'd like to do this, I might not be able to. Fair enough. Fair enough. Just wanted it to be a little bit neater. The game says no. The game says no. So, we must go further down. Back to where we started. Back to where we started. Show me the wireframe here. Okay, there we go. And down over here-ish. Yeah. Roughly there. Okay. Connect you. There we go. I just wanted it to be neater. Now I'm paying the price. Okay, not that much of a price. Done. Sorry about that. This is gonna bother me, isn't it? Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Just gotta ignore it. All right, so we've got coal over here. Let's go ahead and move on to the next task. Moving the coal over the mountain. So one thing I can do is we could use the cableway. The cableway has cableway aggregate loading and unloading. We'd have to do so loading on this side, right? Yep, loading on this side. So let's try and figure this out. Question is, how much can it actually move at any given time? And do you come with vehicles? Because I guess so. I guess it must. Storage is minimal. Yeah, it's because you're loading and unloading. Okay. If I look at the cableway station, the station takes cargo as well. I'm almost tempted to build the one we have over here with money. 94k is not that bad. Just, again, to see exactly what it's like. So let's go ahead and actually pay for this one. Learning experiences, right? We want to make sure, like, I need to know if I need an aggregate storage as well as loading, as well as, like, what do I need? What do I need? So I want to make sure this thing gets built and I can kind of see how it functions. It's too bad I should have actually built this one at Vero's side, because this one we could have built ourselves. But again, we have over 4 million. We have the money. All right, so what's the deal here? If we buy a new vehicle or mechanism, there we go. There we go. Okay. So a heavy cargo car can only carry... Oh my god. This is not good. Well, this doesn't make any sense. None of this is aggregate. Why would you have an aggregate loading if you can't carry aggregate? That doesn't make any sense. And the quantities are like next to nothing. This is actually really bad. Now, granted, these are really cheap as well. There's that. Okay, this is a problem. Unforeseen issue. It's possible that the aggregate storage comes with its own cableway. Okay, hold on. Aggregate unloading and loading, and there's the big one. I guess this is for small quantities. That's not going to fly at all. So it's got to be the conveyor belt. All right. Okay. 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 This might put a bit of a spanner in the mechanics here. Let's go ahead and pop you down over here. See what we can do. All right. If I send you all the way up there, right? Connect you like so. Going up the mountain over here is going to be a bit of a problem. We can go sideways. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. So from here, how far can we go? Have to go like all the way to there. I don't think that's gonna be a possibility. Thank God we're just in planning phase. Too long. Are you kidding me? Too long? Come on. Your conveyor belt. Goes for as long as I need you to. Go ahead and demolish you. Alright, let's go ahead and put one down over here then. Right, like over here maybe we'll do the trick. Oops. There we go. And then we can put the other one down. Back up over here. Come on now. There we go. Like so. Okay, good. Goes over the bridge. I was worried about that. Oh man, this is a bit of a problem. Again, I could always just move the power plant over to this side. That is an option. That is an option. Let's keep going. I think let's keep going this way. I take the easy option, right? I guess I could, at this point, start moving it upwards. Well, no, I gotta... Okay, let's do this. So one needs to come down over here still. Flatten the train up there. Maybe move a little bit further down. Maybe. We'll see. Again, it's the industrial sector, so it doesn't have to be neat. It has to be functional. Fire extinguished, great. No surprise, our glorious firefighters are always good at their job. Hill causing obstruction. I'm guessing it's this one over here. Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and flatten this bad boy down a little bit. Take its sweet time. Why is it actually raising it at the same time? It's like, no, down, down, I said. Hill causing obstruction. Okay. Demolish you. And let's go ahead and level terrain to this height. Let's go. Or alternatively, I mean, I guess I could just put this conveyor belt down up over here. Let me just check the alignment. Watch, it doesn't go over the bridge anymore. Or the tunnel. I keep calling it a bridge for some reason. Oh. Infrastructure below. Boy, wasn't I right. Well, what I can do for that is I can go ahead and demolish you and use the modded version instead. Got the high one, right? Down over here-ish. Yeah, there we go. Connect you there. You should be able to connect there to there. No problem. Excellent. And then from here to here. Beautiful. This is where things start to get a little funny. I'd like to go over to here. But will we be able to? Will we be able to? I have no idea, honestly. Wouldn't be surprised if the game doesn't allow it. Some other infrastructure's in the way. Okay. Go ahead and pop you down over here. See if this works. Do that. Other infrastructure's in the way. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we're not allowed to go past the cableways. Which is an interesting predicament. Okay, let's go ahead and cancel this, right? Let's see this. Because from here to here, you should be fine. And in fact, if I cancel this, how about from here to here? Let's find out. From here to here, yes, it is fine. Just the cableway has to go under, I guess. Very scary, scary ride. Need flat terrain. That I can do. All right. It's just a matter of what order we put things in, because that I can work on that. Cannot combine light and heavy. Oh, okay. Oh, perfect. The game was just lying to me earlier. Go a little bit higher, I suppose. Do this kind of a thing, yeah. That's the one thing the game could improve a little bit, is like the order of operations shouldn't matter that much. Because imagine I'd actually built all this. That would have been really unfortunate. And I actually have to flip that around. That would have been really unfortunate if I'd already built all this and then had to undo it all just because the order I did it in. That's the one thing I would say the game needs to work on. All right, great. All right, I'm glad that works, because I was a little clenched when I saw that, or when I realized the situation. Okay, let's go ahead and now we're going to turn you around and send you down. So first of all, got to get a spot up there, right? Nice and high. From there, way too long. I'm sure it won't. Hill causing obstruction as well. Fair enough. Go ahead and see if we can't get you down over here. Probably not. Yeah, hill causing obstruction. We got to get a little high spot over here. Or we could use the modded version, which is the high to high. Or sorry, not the high to high, but the regular to high. Pop that down over there, connect you like so, and this might, yes, perfect. In fact, no, I don't think it'll go all the way. That's asking way too much. Okay, we're good there. I don't think we need any more vehicles or anything down over here, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and get you over here, perhaps? Well, at this point, I need to figure out, like, I need to build backwards, so to speak. Go ahead and put you down over here. Will you connect? You will not connect. Because of the footpath and stuff, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Go ahead and demolish the footpath. And it's the road as well. All right, okay. I believe the game is saying I can go either close or far. Where? Okay, come on. A little bit further back than that, maybe. Might do the trick. Try it. Try it back over here. See if that... No, some other infrastructure. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get rid of the road first and see if we do that. The game will allow us to build under... I guess it won't. Because it's too low. All right. Okay, okay. Because it's coming from up on high is the thing. The road won't be able to fit under anywhere over here. Okay. In that case, go ahead and get rid of you. Let's go ahead and dig down. Right, because if I dig... See if this works. I don't think it will, actually. Because the arrival at the power plant is low. It doesn't make sense that it would work. Well, it doesn't hurt to try it. I do that. Yeah, it's way too low. I could build a bridge over it, but I don't want to build a bridge for this short distance. Don't want to have people loop around for this short distance. How do we go about this? Could try that. The rows can go under. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull that back a little bit, maybe. Is this the high one? No, it's the regular one, isn't it? So let's go ahead and get a high one. So it'll be a little bit higher, hopefully. And we want to pull it back a little bit, we said. Or we could go further a little bit. Either works, I think. Just got to make sure we can actually connect. Try that. Connect over here. And do you connect over here? Yes, you do. The road is able to... No. Overlaps with existing... Come on. Oh, my... Millimeters. Millimeters. Okay, let's cancel you then. I don't think using the other one will help. I mean, maybe. Let's try it. Yeah, it does not help. All right. So a little bit further back then is the trick, I think. Has to be a little bit further back. I'm glad that it leaves a bit of a marking. At least I can use that as a reference. All right. It's flat terrain. I'm painfully aware of that. I'm gonna reduce this a little bit. Hopefully we can reduce it enough using this method that we can just put down a, like use the faster method afterwards. I don't think so, though. It doesn't look like it. Oh, come on, game. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I say perfect, but I just mean better. Okay, a little bit more, a little bit more. Come on now. All right. I can pop you down, like, over here, maybe. Because, again, it was literally just millimeters, right? Catch you there. And now, of course, it's the other way around. All right, well, I think we know how this ends. One thing I could do, I guess. One last thing I want to try. One last thing I want to try. Is put this over here. And then And then have this connection over here. It's a high connection. No, that's not the high one. A high connection over here. Maybe? No. How is it possible that of all the spots I could put this down in, it's at the exact spot where it would cause an issue? How is that possible? How is that even... Game just out to get me. Let's put you over here. Still no. What if I try... Oops. What if I try like one of the other ones? Doesn't affect the angle by enough. That's where you were. But back over here. I build you to infrastructure. Come on. Watch, this is like too far back now. Oh, might actually work. How does it always manage to... Come on, game. This is where it starts to get a little frustrating. It's just like... I wish it would just give me a prediction as to where things would end up. And I can work around it, you know? Go ahead and do that instead. And if this doesn't work, then we'll just... Yeah, it's just always the same distance. Definition of insanity. Do that. Go ahead and do that. Well, actually, you know what? I prefer if it looks at least a little... It looks at least a little neat. Let's go ahead and put down the modded version over here. Flatten you, right? Pop you down like that. That way this can connect over here, and then this over there. Is that the high one? No, it's the low one. Of course it is. Why would it be the high one? High one connects over here, and the road can go, yeah, down that way. Just got to cancel this a bit more. And gonna go ahead and cancel this section as well. Cancel the footpath as well. We'll be fine. Move you over this way. And done. A lot of time wasted on that section. Start your construction, why not? Guess I have to suspend it, don't I? No, it looks like we don't. Okay, cool. Okay, oh my god, that was an ordeal. But that's our coal block, I guess. I mean, if I want to, I can get more going, you know, get the other one pushing. One thing I do need to consider, though, and I should have considered this right at the beginning, is the train aggregate loading. Where would I want to put this? I guess I would put it over on this side, right? We could do something like this. We have to do a couple of things, right? We put it down over here. Put it down up over here. Because the question becomes, where all is the coal needed? Some of it will be sent out for exports, sure. Up this way, I guess, if the steel processing is happening over there. Or do I take the coal via train up to here? Because the steel mills are going to be up over here, right? So do we take a train that goes from here and delivers the coal up there rather than these conveyor belts? Conveyor belts are more consistent, but I feel like a train would be easier to build. Not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm actually very curious to hear what you guys think in terms of how we should distribute coal in this area. I definitely want to get a train over here that brings the coal down to Molna for export purposes. And that same train track system will be used to move other cargo out, right? Cars and things like that. And all that's going to be happening on this side of the mountain. Man, it's kind of crazy, actually, to think just how industrialized this section is going to get. There's going to be basically no living in this area. It's all going to be industrialized. Living up over there, maybe living down over here, but this is an entirely industrial section. So just got to figure out, yeah, just got to figure out exactly how we're going to move goods down and up. Train the coal over to another aggregate storage somewhere up over here, or ship it from this coal aggregate storage to another coal aggregate storage up over here, because coal is needed For steel, it's needed for, like, I'm pretty sure... Oh, now we've got a lot of coal. This whole coal situation is strange to me. Coal is needed for cement. Coal is needed for, I believe... what else do we need it for? Could have sworn there was some other stuff. I mean, I know it's needed for steel. I wouldn't be surprised if it's needed for, like, plastics and electronics and whatnot. It's not needed for chemicals. Right? Chemicals just need wood, gravel, oil. Okay. So maybe just steel and, of course, power. But we've already got the power thing sorted. All right. Well, I mean, again, let me know what you guys think. I think trains would make it a bit more interesting, but it would also make it a bit more complex. And on the topic of complex, we have these trains over here now. Construction work is being done. Looks like you've gotten stuck over here, buddy. So that's something we'll have to sort out. And apart from that, how are things up over here? If we take a look at employment, employment's okay. Students are being funneled back, so that's nice. No jams up over here either, so that's good. I mean, things are feeling overall pretty smooth outside of, like I said, employment's still a bit of an issue. I wouldn't mind seeing some people from over here actually coming down. Oh, it's too far away. I wonder if I make a sidewalk connections if they'll be able to reach. Probably not. If that's already 240 meters, I doubt they'll be able to get down over here. So maybe it's time for that stadium we were talking about briefly. And maybe upgrading these roads as well. Maybe. Maybe. Lots to do, folks, but this is where we're going to call it a session, I think. I think we've made a decent bit of progress. Again, the power plant now has a connection to our coal, which is obviously essential. And we can start building the coal power plant. That's another question. Do we start building the power plant and everything that comes with it? Because it'll take a lot of time to build. And yes, we'll be playing at double speed when we're taking on these massive construction projects. But I saw a comment that was just like, plan everything first and then build. So plan everything from the coal to the steel to the cars and then start building. And as we all know, I'm typically a very impatient man, and the comment identified that as well. I'm just curious to know what you guys think, like what you would prefer to see. Do we get this space up and running as it is now? Coal taken care of. Next step, steel. Take care of steel. Plan it out. Start building that. Let the construction happen as we keep planning. Or should I plan everything and then build? Let me know in the comments down below, folks. But yes, this is where we're going to call it a session. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes such a big difference in how I approach content on the channel. A massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. You keep us alive and running smoothly. And a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, до свидания.